So RecFest back again, wasn't here last year. We're really looking forward to a whole day packed full of great fun and great conversations. It's all set, check it out. The tents are up. They really do a great job of taking a recruitment conference and a festival and smashing it together. So great fun a couple of years ago, so really looking forward to it. I'm with the guys at Audience Link today, be on their stand. So yeah, looking forward to having loads of great conversations with people. Going to be filming a few conversations around change in particular, changes that people are seeing coming, changes that people need to focus on to ultimately make sure that, this time next year, the whole industry is a lot more advanced. So yeah, let's get going. So it's mid-morning and it's blazing hot. There's at least another 5 degrees to go up by in temperature, but yeah, it's packed already. It's a nice kind of morning, chilled out vibe to things. I think definitely things are going to be ramping up later on, but a lot of people really interested in lots of different talks. A lot of talk about Rory Sutherland keynote, and of course AI is understandably and rightly so a big topic as well. So yeah, it's good times to get a coffee for the guys.
I don't need to see the business
So just being at the main stage, watching Rory Sutherland's talk. Rory Sutherland, Ogilvy, ad man, marketing soothsayer, genius. But ultimately, a lot of what he talks about is just about behavioural science, I guess. And love what he was talking about. Is you're optimizing for the wrong thing. So he talks about how a hiring process, actually, instead of hiring for one role, you should be hiring for, say, 2 or 3 or 4 roles. So actually, there's a chance in taking a bit of a punt on somebody, and actually maybe that punt. And he refers to his experience at Ogilvy. He was kind of the weirdo, the weirdo in the room, and they hired him. And look at what's happened to him. He also talks about bees and how actually I think it's like 20% of bees don't focus on really what they're there for, and that is to produce honey. And there's 20% that go off exploring. So you got what is the logical approach, which is exploiting a resource to feed the community, to then these explorers, these 20% that go off without necessarily a particular thing in mind, but to discover. And actually that's when they come across new places, new sources, and that's where that is so important to survival. So obviously he applies that to looking at how organizations can work and how innovation can thrive, and yeah, loads of other stuff as well. I did do a recording of it, so I got about 8 minutes of the talk, so I'll definitely be sharing that. So Neil, we're talking about change today. How can organisations and TA pros deal with change? Because it's safe to say there's a whole lot going on at the moment.
Yeah, I think you've got fundamentally what we've learned over the last few years is you have to be adaptable, you have to be nimble, because it's been, someone coined it for me the other day, perma-crisis, for the last sort of 5 years. So I think that goes without saying. But I think along with that change has come some brilliant things. Obviously you can't get away from talking about AI and technology.
Fair enough,
But there's been some changes in the last few years that have certainly changed my life in terms of hiring. One of them is the AI note taker.
Yes.
We interview dozens of people a week, and to have the ability to sit in a meeting with a note taker that's better than me, it's still not perfect, mind, but
still
captures all the information, pulls that into your CRM system and is logged, allowing me to active listen for the entirety of the interview and really be focused on that person. I think has, overused phrase, has been a game changer.
When you're looking at roles which are values-based, ultimately we can teach the nuts and bolts skills to be a support worker to fairly much anyone within reason. But actually, it's those caring values, and that it's a vocation, and it's finding people who want to do that vocation, who have those right values.
We should think of ourselves as strategic advisors. Let's not just be comfortable just discussing with the hiring managers. Of course, that's also important, but we should also talk on a bit more abstract level, thinking how does this impact the business strategy, how does business strategy impact us, and discuss with the leadership team as well.
Give me a bit of a rundown of what you talked about.
I'm talking about what your strategy should be to implement AI within TA before your CFO comes and asks you for it. Because at some point, someone is going to sell an AI TA solution to your CFO, which basically means that they're going to be saying, get rid of that team of humans, put our technology in, you don't need them anymore. And if that happens, you're on the defensive if you're the head of TA or the head of people. Instead, my talk is about, here's all the collateral you need to influence, to drive change through the creation of a strategy that makes sense, with some war stories thrown in and some analogies involving combine harvesters and cider.
Love it. So it's a bit of a chilled vibe about the place now. It's late afternoon. The sun's going down a little bit. It's a little bit cooler. Lots of people sat in shade, having some beers, GNTs and whatnot. Yeah, it feels like the calm before the storm that will be the party in the big tent there, with no Oasis. So yeah, bit of a throwback to the 90s. They're gonna dish out some bangers, so yeah, looking forward to that and getting into that tent. It's going to be a hot, sweaty mess, but yeah, it's going to be good fun. A great festival, yeah, good times. Hey everybody, hope you had a good day. I'm being in the field all day. It's been super hot. Now, girls, Mama can tell you about this song. This is from a band called Oasis, and me and Mama, in the olden days, used to love this kind of stuff. So RecFest on the Ferris wheel. There's only one place to have a conversation about RecFest, and that's it. And that's here. How you found it?
Do you know what? It's been amazing. So I came here 3 years ago, and I couldn't believe the feel of the field. How people are so chilled. They're dressed like they're going out for summer. How they're up for talking. And do you know what? We've had so many conversations today about what people would like to change.
RecFest is great, and events like this are great because you have people taking the stage to share their opinions, but actually we've been able to come to our stand to actually share, people can share their opinion. Yeah. There are so many voices, there are 5,000 people here.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely more than just the speakers on the stage who have got something to say about something.
Definitely.
Like, they've done an amazing job. Really. It's actually a festival. I mean, we've got a load of stands here.
This is your
So that's it, RecFest 2025 done and dusted. Lots of sunburnt people, including myself. But yeah, great day. I've said it so many times, but taking a festival and a recruitment conference and smashing the two together, they absolutely work, definitely, and it's actually a festival, really good. So lots of great talks on stage. We were talking mainly on the Audience Link stand with Rowan and the team, so didn't get to go to too many talks, but had loads of great conversations on the stand about change and what people would change about the world of TA and employer branding. So yeah, we're looking forward to sharing those conversations later on. Now off to Stevenage, a bit of food, and then back. See you later.